Hi, Cincinnati. Yeah, it's Aussie Villain. Would you kindly bugger off? No. Look, we've been crap for 3 years. This is our turn now. You've had your chance. Don't you ruin this for us. Oh, come on, mate. You're from Ohio. The only good thing out of you is the road to Michigan.
Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 4, Episode 5. Today we host the Cincinnati Reds in what is the most ridiculous season I think I have ever been a part of. We are half a game ahead of them. We've played a game less, but we have the same amount of wins, so we potentially, are a win ahead if we were to win that game in hand. But I mean, we're 12. Hang on, let's get a look at the overall standings here. Let's start there today. We are 12 games ahead of the next best team in the division. We are 6 games ahead of the next best team in baseball, which is the LA Angels over here. It is outrageous that one of us is going to end up in the wild card, and it just better not be us. I will be so annoyed if we end up in the wild card this season. We could be on for the best season in club's history. I should probably research that before I put something like that out there, but I mean, 6-11 is a phenomenal win percentage, and yeah, I mean, it's just insane. If we go and have a quick look at some of the league leaders while we're here, you'll notice that Vlad Jr., well, he's starting to do Vlad Jr. things. 3rd in home runs, 3rd in RBIs, most top of on base plus slug. Petey Armstrong is right up there too in WAR. Yeah, so nothing really on the pitching front, but it's just been a wonderful season. And if we don't make the postseason, well, we're going to make the postseason at this point. We can just about guarantee that. But if we don't win the division, it's just going to be heartbreaking. Now, if we do have a look at how we've been doing, and to be honest, we have been a little up and down. There are signs that we've peaked too early. We went and, of course, we left off with this win against the Giants. We split the rest of that series with them, so we won 2 of 3 overall. The Battle of Chicago, it went our way. It went 2 games, 2 of the 3, sorry, went to us. We went to Oakland. We won a game in extra inning and then got blanked and then blanked them to win that 2 of 3. We then swept the Dodgers in LA. A little bit of a run fest. The pitching's gone off and the batting has gone off, but not really necessarily at the same time. So you'll notice some high-scoring games here. We beat the Nationals. If we go over to August, and you'll start to notice there's a few low-scoring games here where the bats kind of went off. So we ended up losing 2 of the 3 against the Nationals. We split a series against Kansas. We then split a series against Pittsburgh. No, we didn't. Sorry, we won 3 of 4 against Pittsburgh. But we won 2 in extra innings, which is amazing. We lost 1-0. Very tight defensive game. We did get a 6-0 there as well. Disappointing series at home to Miami. We only won 1, but it was an extra inning. Maybe extra innings form is what's going to get us across the line here. We only won 1 of 4 against Miami at home, which is even more disappointing. This week in general was not great. And at one point we were 6 games ahead. I think towards the end of July we were 6 games clear of the Reds, and then this sort of the start of August really did let us down. We went to Atlanta. We won 2 of 3 there. We went to, what's that called? Cleveland. We went to Cleveland while we were in Ohio and, lost an extra innings one, but then we managed to win one. A 15-2 win, first game against Cincinnati of this series. They came back to beat us in game 2, which makes this the series or mini-series deciding game 3. And let's hope we can go and get them here and pull out that lead a little bit more. Now, our pitching stats. So there's no change in personnel in terms of players getting in and out of the roster. Vargas has a little bit of an injury, which is okay. It's nothing too serious, but hopefully we can work around that. Players that are of concern, Lance McCullers Jr., he has been in poor form recently. Croquet has had a couple of decent games, a couple of bad ones as well, though. But the other 3, Molina, Perkins, and San Martin, doing really well. And they have done for most of the year, to be honest. So that's excellent. Zerpa is making good on his comeback, although he is a relief pitcher now, not a starting pitcher, so ignore that. But yeah, his ERA, I think, when we called him back in, was over 6. So he's starting to get that down, which is excellent. Bednar doing a good job closing out for us. And yeah, just generally speaking, it's looking okay. And if we go and have a look at the bats, again, it's been a little bit hot and cold, but generally speaking, it's looking good. Vlad has been on fire. McQuaid has not. He's very much not been on fire. He's been the opposite of on fire, I would even argue. So that's disappointing. But yeah, Petey Armstrong, 17 home runs for the year now. He's starting to get a bit of power in his bat. Brendan Davis even has picked up his form a little bit. And yeah, the only one I'd say who is riding their luck a little bit is Rojas. Now, he is a free agent at the end of the year. So we're kind of looking at, well, he just won't come back. back, Willie. So that's kind of where he's sitting right now. But yeah, all in all, it's going very, very well. I mean, even Nido is getting some numbers up, which is good to see. So yeah, that is how things look. It's a massive game. I think it's the last time we face Cincinnati at Wrigley, so we really do need to win today. So let's go and have a look at the lineups. On your feet, Chicago, as tonight's starting lineup takes the field. At first base, it's Vladimir Jr. At second base, it's Kevin May. At third base, it's James Triantos. At shortstop, it's Dansby Swanson. In left field, it's Sadani Rafaela. In center field, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. In right field, it's Joshua Mears. The designated hitter is William McQuaid. Tonight's catcher is Thomas Nido. And your starting pitcher is Jack Perkins. Well, these matchups look good, don't they, considering how even things are in the table. But it's going to be Made leading us off at second base. Petey Crow Armstrong bats second in center. It is Vlad at first batting at third. McQuaid DHs as a cleanup man. Mears in right field bats 5. Swanson in good form bats 6 at short. Triantos is playing third base for this one. He is batting at 7. Rafaela in left field for this one bats 8. And Nido, the catcher, bats 9. Perkins is our man on the mound. He is a 9.6 record, ERA of 3.74, whip of 1.11. He's been really, really good for 2 seasons for us now. So let's hope the ERA of 19.29 he has against Cincinnati in his career. Was that his career or just this season? Either way, let's hope that doesn't continue. We're up against Alex Wood for them. He has a 13-7 record this season, an ERA of 3.09, a whip of 1.22, and he has a 2.0 record against us with an ERA of 1.35. Based on the 2 pitching numbers in the head-to-head, we're going to get absolutely spanked here. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, welcome to Wrigley. Perkins will face Allen the second. It's batting 274. We've got an 0-2 pitch coming up when we get around. And yeah, it's very, very important, I think, that we win this game. Just to stay ahead of them, I think we've got a 3-game series coming up in Cincinnati. So we'd like to, as a 3-pitch strikeout to start the game. You'll love to see that as Betancourt comes in now batting 167 for them, a 3-0. And a 3-pitch strikeout, 4-pitch walk. That's probably a little bit inconsistent. Dustin Harris comes in now batting 308 for them, a 2-2 pitch. And it could be a double play. There's one. Can we get a fuck? We can. Perkins, not necessarily a ground ball pitcher, but we'll take it. We'll go and have a bat, and Made will lead us off batting 257 this season so far. Let's see what we can do. A 2-2 pitch. And up the middle, and we have a single to lead us off as Kevin Made will trot back to first. And there we go. Petey Crow Armstrong batting 287 and having a really, really good season. And he gets hit. That just seems unnecessary. But now, with Vlad and McQuaid coming up next, we have 2 on, none out. Vlad batting 311 this season. A 2-2. And Vlad Jr. into center field. It's going to be caught. I don't know. We're going to get the runner over to third. No, we're not. So 1 away. McQuaid, who is struggling end against the lefty here, batting 284 this season, having been well into over 300 for most of it. And McQuaid lines it straight to the shortstop, so there is suddenly 2 out with 2 on, and it comes down to Joshua Mears, batting 245, but he does enjoy a left-handed pitcher. It's a full count, and he gets it not past the shortstop, and all that excitement for nothing as we are failing to score. All right, now it's Arroyo, which makes perfect sense. I was told in the comments last time we faced the Reds. If you are sort of newish to the channel, I mean, I apologize. My names, obviously, I pronounced everything incorrectly. It's not necessarily I don't try. It's, well, there's a point to which I don't try anymore, I should say. But someone like, say, Alien do, I just see it. To me, it's a funny way to pronounce it because it technically is that. Arroyo, that's just me being stupid, basically, as that is a strikeout that gets away from the catcher. But Nido makes up for it, and we have another 1-2-3 inning. But yeah, by all means, if you do try and correct me, especially if it's opposition players, I will try and pronounce things correctly. I just usually fail miserably. Dansby Swanson into right field. Oh, he's robbed. robbed in right field, 1 away. Triantos now batting 234. We have had sort of Triantos, Rafaela. They've all just been disappointing, especially recently. Rafaela, who's up next, has got his 100th career RBI since we saw him last. But he's batting 271 now. Another one of these guys that was well into the 300s not that long ago. And he's got a decent piece of that. And it is going to find grass in the outfield this time for a 2-out single. It's going to bring Thomas Nido up. Now he's batting 226 this season. He's done better than that recently, but I think that is going to be caught in foul territory to end the second, so we are still scoreless. Perkins will face Fairchild, who's batting 234 this season, and it's a first pitch swing, and that is popped up into centre field. We've got Petey Crow Armstrong out there. That is 1 away. And Hillard will come in now, batting 238 this season, an 0-2 pitch. Perkins sits him back down. Excellent stuff. 2 away. In comes Donkin. I don't know why that's funny. He's batting 167. He'll be a little bit higher than that now as he gets a 2-out single. That's what happens when you laugh at somebody. I don't know why Donkin was funny. It just sounds funny. Sounds like almost like a slang name for a penis or something. Oh, I tell you what, you can go and take your Donkong back to first base because that is out. Excellent work there by I'm going to get the giggles. I don't know why that name is so funny to me. All right, McQuaid, it's May. May got a single last time up. This time he grounds it to the first baseman, 1 away. I mean, I'm a middle-aged man. I shouldn't be giggling at that sort of stuff. Who's that? It's Petey Crow Armstrong. It's deep. It is off the very top of the wall. Pete Crow Armstrong, round second, goes to third. And we have a 1-out triple. It must have been very, very close to clearing the fence. But I think the thing with the Ivy is that surely, once it hits the wall, you're never going to get a clean grab on it, are you, as a fielder out there? All right, we've got Guerrero now. Come on, Vladdy boy. Can he drive in a run? It's a 2-2 pitch. He strikes out. And it's going to come down to McQuaid. And he needs to get something done here for us. He is 0 for 1 today. A 3-1 pitch. McQuaid draws the walk. And it's going to bring Mears in. Now, Mears, another one who got his 100th career RBI since we saw him last. Can he add to that here? A 2-2. Oh, he strikes out. And we are still scoreless, despite the Armstrong triple. All right, Allen the second will come in for his second at bat. And for the second time, he will strike out. I was very much anticipating the strikeout there, but it didn't even look like he was going to swing the bat there. Betancourt, who walked, I think, last. No, he got hit. What happened to him last time? I can't remember. Anyway, he struck out this time. 6th strikeout for Perkins in 3.2 inning. In comes Dustin Harris, who's 0 for 1. Another 2-2 pitch. Another strikeout, and Jack Perkins. I don't know if have we seen him on YouTube before? Let me know in the comments if we. I don't think we have necessarily seen him on YouTube before. He's absolutely been brilliant for us. I did say last year I thought he deserved a little mention in the Cy Young. Not necessarily to win it. He wasn't that good. But I thought, how you get like the voting and it sort of goes down. I thought he was definitely worth getting a mention in there somewhere. But unfortunately he didn't. But he's showing this season that he's starting to get a little bit of respect. Got top 5 voting for the All-Star game. And we're seeing him here now, and this is what he's been doing. He's just been really, really good for us. And of course, now I've given him the big build-up as Rafaela strikes out for 2 away. He's going to absolutely bomb this game now, isn't he? But up until this point, you've kind of seen what he's been doing. As Nido skies 1, gets caught, and ends the 4th. So, yeah, Arroyo comes in now. He is 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And Perkins with another strikeout. He's 8th. Marte, who is 0 for 1. Another 1-2 pitch. Is he going to do it again? Jack Perkins, another strikeout. This is just absolutely epic. And it's Stephenson coming in now, who is 0 for 1 as well. It's a full count. Can he strike out the side again? Oh, Jack Perkins. Oh, I think I'm in love. I'm going to need to get a Jack Perkins t-shirt. Jack Perkins is actually used to race. I think he still does as a co-driver, but he used to race in the Australian V8 supercars. Son of the great Larry Perkins, of course. But, yeah, so it's a familiar name to some of us out there. Not many, I would imagine, given the demographics who will watch this. But I would imagine you both don't watch Australian car racing and are too probably young to remember Larry Perkins. Never mind, Jack Perkins, never mind Larry Perkins. Anyway, 2 out for Vlad. Can he do something useful this time? No, he cannot. And that'll do it for the 5th. I should have mentioned, too, the triple for Crow Armstrong was his 300th career hit. So, not a major milestone, but certainly it's nice to bring up another digit. And that is 11 strikeouts for Perkins. This is unbelievable. This is going into the realms of, like, Cy Young winning star. Oh, no. Why? Don't say the C word. And just like that, we are 1 run down. 386 feet. And, well, he doesn't deserve to lose this game. It's only the second hit he's given up. I don't think he's given up. Oh, he has given up 1 walk. It's the third man that has left home plate. As Duncan strikes out for number 12. 2 away. In comes Allen 2. First pitch swing. And that is going to drop in as well, is it? Yes, it is. So a base runner for the Reds. And that'll do it for Perkins. It was an absolute brilliant start. He doesn't deserve to give up anything. Ethan Roberts is going to come in and try and clean this up for us now. Betancourt, who's 0 for 1. Man at first, 2 out. First pitch swing. And that should do it. So Perkins goes 6.2 inning, 1 earned run. And just an absolute hat load of strikeouts. McQuaid now to lead us off. He's 0 for 1. Can we get that run back instantly? McQuaid off the end of the bat. He'll need to chalk that, I think. And that is 1 away. In comes Mears, 0 for 2. It is a 2-0 pitch. Mears grounds it to the third baseman. If this guy stays on the mound, we might be in a bit of trouble here. As Dansby Swanson, 0 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. 2 out, no one on. Swanson, run, Dansby, run. No, not even close. And that'll do it for the 6th. We stay 1 run down. Roberts to Harris, who is 0 for 2. A 2-1 pitch. A ground ball back to the pitcher. Roberts has it over to first. Looked a little high the throw, but it's 1 away either way. Arroyo, who is 0 for 2, will face Ethan Roberts now. It's an 0-1 pitch. There was someone in the comments, actually, that knows Ethan Roberts, which is awesomely cool. But yeah, anyway, if you are watching, Ethan, if it got back to you that you're a star here, a star, I'm sucking up for calling you a star, to be honest, mate. You've been very good. I wouldn't necessarily call you a star. But either way, welcome if you are watching, mate. You've done very well there for us. We will stretch as I dig myself out of that hole. We're 1-0 down. We need some runs here. All right, welcome back. Triantos to lead us off. He is 1 for 2 today. First pitch swing. Triantos into left field. 1 away. All right, up comes Rafaela now, who's 1 for 2. An 0-1 pitch. Rafaela gets a decent, no, it's into right field. I thought for a second there it was a little bit flatter trajectory, but that is 2 away for Nido. Someone needs to do something for us here. We need a hero. And Nido, well, I don't know if he's going to be a hero, but he's got himself a 2-out single. Kevin Maid now. What can he do? And it's a pitching change. It's Brandon Hughes, who we let go. Yeah, we let him go last season. So, no doubt he'll come back and haunt us. It's a 2-2 pitch. What can Kevin Maid do? He strikes out, and we will go to the 8th. Still 1-0 down. Roberts to continue to Stephenson, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is into deep left field. Actually, it's not that deep, is it? It's regulation left field. Rafaela makes the catch. 1 away. Fairchild now, who's 0 for 2. It's a full count. And it's a strike. Oh, that was right in there, wasn't it? Anyway, we'll take it. 2 away for Hillard, who is 1 for 2. Now, he did hit the home run. A 1-1 pitch. And that is well hit into left field, into the ivy for at least a double. So 2-out runner at second. And what's going to happen here? It's double. We kind of knew that. Duncan comes up, 1 for 2. I'd probably rather you hadn't done that, mate. But anyway, just get the man at the plate. A full count. Oh, and a walk. So we go back to the top of the order for Allen 2, who is 1 for 3. And it's going to be the new man, Carlos Vargas. He does have a little bit of an injury. I don't think it's one that affects his throwing, though. It's an 0-2 pitch. Come on, Carlos. Gets the strikeout, ends the 8th. We needed that, didn't we? We are still 1-0 down, though. And we go with Brennan Davis, pinch hitting for Pete Crow Armstrong, which is an interesting decision. Davis batting .241 this year, which is much worse than Pete Crow Armstrong. Then we've got the left-right matchup, and Davis has got himself a hit. So I take it all back, Brennan. Excellent decision by Bruce Crabb. And we have a lead-off single. Vlad now, who is 0 for 3, and he's just a bit shy on YouTube, I think. He strikes out again. Vlad, come on, man. He has been brilliant. So we've got McQuaid now, who's not looked particularly good for the best part of a month now. He strikes out again. And it's going to come down to McQuaid. No, who are you? Mears, who's 0 for 3. A 2-0 pitch. Mears Sends it into center field. It's not got the legs, and that will do it for the 8th. It's going to come down to Swanson, Triatos, and Rafaela to try and rescue this, and we've got to assume, or certainly hope anyway, there's nothing else other than 1 run that's needed. Vargas starts things off with a ground ball, 1 away. All right, Harris will come up now. He's over 3. First pitch swing. Another ground ball. Triantos has got it at 3rd, over to 1st, 2 away. And Arroyo will come in now, 0 for 3, 1-2 pitch. Can we finish this? Yes, we can. And we need a run at least in the bottom of the 9th. It is Swanson to lead us off against right-handed Sheffrey, whose ERA this season is 4.38. It's a 1-2 pitch. Come on, Dansby. We could use the leadoff man aboard. We don't get him. Look low and inside, but anyway, it's 1 away. Triantos now, who is 1 for 3. First pitch swing. Come on, James. Triantos has popped it up. We're down to our final out. We're going to drop half a game back. It's Rafaela. He is 1 for 3. It is a full count. Rafaela watches strike 3, and we've lost 1-0. So Perkins will rightfully be filthy to come up with a loss from that performance. I mean, he did really, really well. But you can see him there. He's just a good pitcher, a good, solid pitcher. And he's doing good, solid things. Cleaned off waivers from the Phillies. How silly do they look now? Anyway, that will do it for today. As I say, we have dropped half a game back of them now. If we win the extra game we have, we'll go level with them. But, yeah, I don't know what happened to Vlad today. He just absolutely shocking. But anyway, these things happen. If you've enjoyed that for some reason, maybe you enjoy watching no one score runs, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll come back. Do we come back for the game, for the series in Cincinnati, maybe? I mean, it could be our season, couldn't it? So we'll have to do that, and then we'll maybe come back a little bit later on. It's not a very long break between episodes, but I think this is it, isn't it? I mean, we're the 2 best teams in baseball by a country mile, so we'll go there, and hopefully, if we can leave that in front, you know, in the terms of the divisional standings, then we'd have to be favourites to win the division. But anyway, that's what we'll do. I'll see you for that, and hopefully we score some runs there. Take care.